Hey everyone. Um, it is April 7th today, and today I'm gonna do a technical blog discussing tech stuff. But have no fear. For those of you who aren't as tech savvy, I'm gonna be explaining layman's. I'm gonna be using layman's terms after. So have no fear. Okay, so first we're gonna be covering everything today from the Nintendo Entertainment System, but for the initiated that would be called the NES. Also, for the initiated that is the NES, and we're going to be talking about the N64 as well. Um, and we're also going to be talking about the uh, Super NES, and we're also going to be covering how video games are made and a whole bunch of technical stuff. So anyway, to start off, um, games are created with billions and billions of polygons and texture mapping and texture packs and 3D skeletons and for music in video games, the same as the way music is new music is made. Video game music is made the same. It's all made with MIDI sequencing and MIDI channel fading. Now, let me explain now in layman's terms what MIDI is. When I say MIDI, MIDI means the technique that these music creators use to. It's what they use to make it sound the way it sounds. So, video games are made the same way as music now is made the same way, made the same exact way. It's all done with MIDI sequencing and MIDI channel fading. For example, I know I covered Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie, the music for Banjo-Kazooie was composed by Grant Kirkhope, and if you've been following my videos, you know I tweeted with Grant Kirkhope last year. Nice guy. And he was Grant Kirkhope. For those of you who are unfamiliar, was the guy who did the music for Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, Kingdoms of Amalur, and he also did the music for James Bond GoldenEye. He did the music for Cityville 2. And another real famous composer, his name is Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo was one of the first at Nintendo to work on their music. Koji Kondo did the music for Mario, Zelda, he did all the music for Zelda. He did the music for Smash Bros. He did the music for all the Mario games. He did the music for Super Smash Bros., which was created by Masahiro Sakurai. Also, Shigeru Miyamoto, which is who I'm talking about. He's the creator of Star Fox, Mario, Zelda. List goes on and on and on. So let's talk about Shigeru Miyamoto for a second. I really think that Shigeru Miyamoto, he was the guy that, and you can say whatever you want. I do my research, so there's no BS, and so whatever. But anyway, Shigeru Miyamoto was the guy that I think really revolutionized video games. And if he hadn't done what he did with Mario, I think that I know that games wouldn't definitely be the same as they are today. Um, and um, and I think that he was the one who revolutionized it all. And I think, James Bond GoldenEye being the first game that revolutionized first-person shooters and began it and everything. And I think that it's wonderful. I mean, the NES, which is Nintendo Entertainment System again. I'm going to be repeating a lot of this stuff, so whatever. But I'm doing that for the uninitiated. So anyway, we the NES ran at like 8-bit graphics, which when I'm talking 8-bit, I'm talking Pac-Man, Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, G.I. Joe, Mario Brothers 3, Mario Brothers 2, those kind of games. The NES ran on strictly 8-bit graphics, and then we had the SNES, which is the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. For the initiated, it would be known as the Super NES, and for the NES, it would be the NES. And the Super NES ran on 8-bit as well. The Sega Genesis ran on 32-bit, and the N64 ran on a nice 64-bit. Whereas now, I mean, you've got the PS3, the PS3, the Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One. Now we have like games like Battlefield 4 running on Frostbite 3 and all other games running on different variations of video game engines. I'm not going to go into all of them because then we'd be here all day and I'd run out of space on my tablet. So, but we got different games running on Frostbite 3 such as Battlefield 4, and we've got Snowdrop game engine as well, and Battlefield 4, Frostbite 3. Frostbite 3 is one of the most beautiful, most smooth running gaming engines out there, because now, I mean, we've got first-person shooters that are 60 frames per second, whereas before you would have shooters at like 30 to 40 frames per second, and that's not very nice. But now we have FPS games that are up to 60 frames per second, and I think that was really nice. And for those of you who have been following and watching my videos, you would have known that I actually covered this last year and the year before, and now for like the PS3, the PS4, the Xbox One, the graphics engine's still the same on the PS3, but the gaming engine has changed. For years, the gaming engine on the PS3 was, before Frostbite 3 came about, was known as Cryos, and for years it was Cryos. But then Frostbite 3 came about, and of course, Frostbite 3, Battlefield 4 is running on Frostbite 3, and all these newer games are running on variations of Frostbite 3, but not all the games are running on Frostbite 3. This is a fact. And the PS3 and the PS4, the PS3 is Wi-Fi enabled, so if you want to have Wi-Fi in your house, just go buy a PS3, and as long as you have a router You will be able to connect to Wi-Fi as long as you know your Wi-Fi password. Don't know that, you're pretty much screwed, and I can't help you. I'm just giving you the necessary details in this technical blog to help you out. Um, so let's see, what else? Well, actually, that's pretty much it. You can follow me on Facebook, hashtag Craig Riddick at facebook.com, and you can follow me on Twitter, hashtag Craig Taylor Riddick at twitter.com, and you can also follow me on LinkedIn on the same hashtag. You can also follow me on YouTube as well, same hashtag. And you can follow me on MySpace and LinkedIn and Google Plus on all same hashtag. So have a wonderful day. It is April 7th. This concludes the technical blog, and I'll see you guys in the future.